My name is Damien Soitout. I'm from France. I'm 22. I have a master's degree in business administration, a doctorate in economic analysis with a major in education. I live in Mexico for a year and a half, and I'm a university professor, and I own my own company named FitzConnect. FitzConnect is an outsourcing company. We recruit consultants and teachers from developed countries to come here to work in schools and companies of Mexico in order to improve the quality of education of Mexico, which is one of the worst in the OECD system, and to improve the economy of Mexico, reducing the dependency of Mexico on the US by opening new markets with different countries in the rest of the world. Well, the first factor that helped to make this vision a reality was the fact that my research for my doctorate were about the economy and the education of Mexico. I made a 2-year research on the quality of the education and the quality of the economy and the main characteristics that actually are a handicap for the development of the country. And when I met my partner, Edgar Audelo, he's a professor in the same university as mine. We joined our ideas of bringing foreign teachers and consultants to improve the country because we actually both thought about the same thing, and when I met him, we decided to do it together.
He sido maestro por más de 13 años y me he dado cuenta que el sistema educativo en México es muy bueno. Sin embargo, queremos reforzarlo con la agencia de FitzConnect.
Alone, I wouldn't have been able to do it since my Spanish is not very good, and he had all the contacts in CEP. CEPIC is the state educational office. So thanks to that, we got a lot of contacts in the rest of the offices of the government, and this government that got really interested in the idea decided to help us a lot. So this is what really actually helped our vision to become real. The main problem we had was the fact that Mexicans were very patriotic, and they felt really threatened by our idea because we wanted to bring foreigners to work in Mexico where there is not already a lot of jobs. So they thought we would be stealing jobs from the Mexicans to give it to foreigners. So the problem was to make them understand that the idea was not about stealing jobs but creating jobs. By developing the companies, the small and medium companies, we could create more jobs for the Mexicans. For the schools, the one problem was in Mexico, it's not the government that takes care of hiring and paying the teachers, it's the union, SNTE. It's Sindicato Nacional de los Trabajadores de la Educación. So they are the ones running actually all the public sector of education. So to integrate the program there, that was actually impossible. The thing is that recently the president of Mexico tried to pass a reform to reduce the importance of the influence of this union for the state, actually government, to take care of the education. So thanks to that, we will be able to we were able actually to work with the state office of the education to install the program in the schools. The other thing was money issues, because we work as an outsourcing company, so we need to receive a monthly payment for each teacher coming. So we had to create a different sort of package for those schools. So it took some time to organize all of this. Now it's settled, it's ready to work. The government helped us a lot, of course, by giving us the numbers they could afford and everything. And we had a lot of meetings, and now it's ready. So one of the problems was this: it was really the public sector, not the private one. Well, first of all, when you have a business idea, you need to put it down on paper. You need to make sure that it is something that you can realize, that is not too ambitious, but not also incomplete. It has to be something that's going to be perfect from the beginning. It's not something that you have to figure out once you started it. You need to be really sure of what you're doing. For that, the best is to make your research of the market. For example, me, what I did is I went down in the street with friends and my partner, and I asked people to answer a survey about, the objectives that my company had, without actually mentioning the company. Thanks to all the positive answers, we really realized that people were interested in the idea. So now it was time to actually put it down to work, because we needed to really start. We didn't have anything yet. We just had the business plan on the paper. Then what we did, we said to create the need and the intriguing actually aspect of the company. It was not the existing at all. We took the risk to talk about the idea and to make people actually want it. So what we did, we went to schools, we called, we sent emails, we talked to companies, we talked to friends around, to professionals, to the government about the idea. I know that in the US it's a bit different. If you do this, you might actually get your idea stolen. But here in Mexico, people don't really work that way. So we knew it was not really a risk. So after we did this, we started to have like calls and emails to receive emails, and we realized people were really interested. They were actually asking if it was already working. We didn't even have the company constituted yet, and so that's why it really encouraged us to get to it. Once we did the work, we went to the notary, we went to the economic office and everything to open the company, to make it legal. We asked the media to come to a press conference to talk about it. This press conference actually was a success. We went on TV, radio, newspapers. People said to talk about us. I received calls from different cities that we did not actually promoting, and thanks to that, we really could see the quick interest, and the word came out of the city. It came all over the state. Another thing you need to do is really work on communication. For example, with social networks like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, it's really important to use them a lot, because people will share. There is those functionalities of retweet, of sharing, and things like this. And we have actually candidates that apply to our program from Switzerland and Holland and Switzerland and not Switzerland, I said it. What's the name? Norway and France, and we didn't even have started at all like promoting there. We didn't have promotion on Google or Facebook, nowhere. It's just by sharing the links people to people, and we started to have people from Europe wishing to come to Mexico to work. Another thing is to really promote a lot. Like at first we didn't promote. Now we have like ads everywhere. We have ads on Facebook, we have ads on Google, we have ads in the movie theaters for the clients. We have an office. We opened an office in France. We call Face Connect France, and the only thing it does is not recruiting. We do this by internet, by ourselves. What it does is promoting the program. The director goes to schools and goes to companies, and they offer the possibility to go for free to Mexico to work. So it's really to have like a local person to promote the program, to really get the interest of also the candidates, not only the clients. Since we are an outsourcing company, So basically, to develop a business idea is really to make your research a lot, to study a lot, to make sure that everything is perfect, that the interest is gonna be grand, and that you don't leave anything to hazard. You really need to be sure about yourself, and anything is possible as long as you have the contacts. Also, it's very important. People don't like connected people, but that's very important business. Especially to launch your business. After that, you can do whatever you want, but to start your business is really, really important to have contacts. Well, I hope this was clear enough for you guys, and thanks for listening. Bye bye.